Hey yarn friends, welcome back to LlamaMamaKayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and I appreciate you stopping by for a visit today. Today is my Vlogmas day 24. Excuse me. So it's winding down, and that's kind of sad. I've enjoyed doing this. I've enjoyed opening new balls to work in my Scrappy blanket each day. So this is how my Scrappy blanket is looking. This is days 1 through 23. And so the last color I added in was this rainbow color. It is very pretty, very, very pretty. And the colors in this rainbow color is all the colors that's in the blanket here. So that really tied in really nicely. I love that. So here I am. I'll be adding the ball in and working around this way. So let's look and see what the new color is going to be. Ooh, all right. This is a very pretty blue. I'm not sure what blue that is, but it is very, very pretty. Yeah, that's about right there. That's very pretty. So I'll just add this in and work this around this blanket. I love how this blanket has turned out. You can see it's quite large. It's quite large already, but yes. So yeah, I'm loving it. I love how it's turned out. I had so much fun doing the swap with Terry and opening a new ball of yarn every day. So this is the color I'll be adding in. Okay, I would like to share some Christmas cards with you, and then I'll share a health update because I went to the doctor today. All right, I got some really cute cards in the mail. This one is from Pam, and Pam has a YouTube channel, Pamela's Creation. So, and she added this little tag in there that is really, really cute, a little Santa on it. Let me show you that first. Isn't that cute? And then her card is really cute. It says a horse is pulling a man with a Christmas tree. I love the scenery here, the church and the houses. Very cute. Thank you so much, Pam. And she wrote me a sweet little note on the inside. And her channel is Pamela's Creations. So thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. All right, and then I have a card from, let's see, I'll lay that right here. Oh, this is cute too. This one came from Tennessee, and it is the Snoopy and the gang, Charlie Brown and the gang, I guess. And the snow is all sparkly. Can you see all that sparkle? Isn't that cute? And you see all the music notes going up as they're singing. And this is from Mr. and Mrs. James. I won't say the last name, but on the inside, I can read James and I really can't read the name. Amoria. I'm so sorry. Amore, and then I'm not sure, and then there's RA at the end. But I love your card, even though I can't pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. Sing a song of Christmas, make a joyful noise, let everyone rejoice. That's what it says on the inside. Isn't that cute? I love that. I love Snoopy. Charlie Brown and gang. That's not going to sit there. It's going to fall. Okay, so one more card, and this one was from Jane at Scraptastic Yarns, and I did receive another card just like this one, but I love that red truck. I love the red trucks always. And Jane, her channel is Scraptastic Yarn if you want to look her up. And also, I'd ask y'all to be in prayer for Jane and her husband Thomas. He just had surgery, and they're going through quite a few things themselves. And so keep them in your prayers if you don't mind. All right, I appreciate the cards. I'm going to go hang those on my card wall. And probably tomorrow's video, I'll include another picture of my card wall. Did I say yard wall? Card wall. Okay, so I went to the doctor today, and it wasn't good news. Before I got there, he reviewed my records and charts and all that and everything that's happened while I was in the hospital and the test and all that kind of stuff. And so he was ready for me, and I wasn't ready for what he had to say. Basically, what we already kind of knew, that the scleroderma has hardened my esophagus. And so my esophagus does not work at all. Like, normal esophagus squeezes like this as you swallow in food. Mine does nothing. It's just a hollow tube. But at the bottom, sometimes I can't swallow anything. I've been trying to eat like soft foods, mashed potatoes, grits, ice cream pudding, and drink the meal replacement drinks. But sometimes, even water, those don't go down. The other day over the weekend, I was trying to eat mashed potatoes and ended up just throwing up mashed potatoes until I was like throwing up blood. So the scleroderma has hardened my esophagus, so my esophagus is no good. And so he gave me a couple options. I can have a feeding tube put in and get on the right formula to get the correct nutrition and all that kind of stuff, and I'd still be able, I'd still be able to eat like some ice cream or pudding or whatever, but I wouldn't have to depend on that for my total nutrition. Like right now, I'm not getting the total nutrition anyway. I'm just getting those meal replacement drinks and then basically carbs and sugar. So that was my first option, is to just have a feeding tube put in, a peg tube that would come out my stomach, and I'd be fed formula through there. The other option is to have my esophagus removed and my small intestines pulled up through the stomach and connected some kind of way. I don't know. That sounds like a lot. And he said that it would be a hard surgery, major surgery, hard recovery, and I already have a lot of health stuff going on already, so he recommends the peg tube, and that would be the easiest of the surgeries, definitely. Peg tubes still be uncomfortable and hurt at first and stuff, but I am familiar with peg tube because Elijah did have a Mickey button for until he was 16 years old, and so I am familiar with that. I don't want to deal with that, but I'm familiar with it. So anyway, before I got there, my doctor had already called a GI specialist in Shreveport, the head GI over there, and he called him and left a message for him. And then while my doctor and I were talking, the GI doctor called him back, and he said, yeah, I'm sitting here with Miss Miller now talking. And so he told him, what was going on, which that guy was a little bit familiar with it because I went over there and had the test done. And so they discussed my options, and he said basically that's my options. And then my doctor said something about me coming over to see him, and I could hear him on the phone. Even though my doctor was holding the phone, I could still hear the other guy talking. And he basically said there's nothing else I would tell her any different, but my doctor still is going to send me over there to talk with him and to just, go over my options with him before I make a decision or anything. So, surely not the news that I wanted. I was hoping there was just some kind of medication that would make my esophagus better, but it's not. My esophagus is useless, and to find out that it could just be totally removed was a bit shocking, to say the least. And so with the scleroderma, what it does, it hardens. Scleroderma has played a role in my Raynaud's with my fingers because it hardens the arteries and veins in there and stuff, and then the fingers die. And so that's what scleroderma does. It hardens. And so it can attack your skin and harden your skin. It can attack anything. It can attack your esophagus, apparently. It can attack your lungs and your heart. And so that was a big concern of mine whenever we were talking. I said, so scleroderma. And then I started crying for a little bit and had to get it together. And so I asked him, so is the scleroderma going to attack my heart and my lungs? And he said, we're not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to, get you where you can get some nutrition. And guess we'll discuss that at another time. I don't know what medications could be changed up any differently for scleroderma, because the medications I'm on are kind of all for that kind of stuff. Anyway, lupus and that, I don't know if there's anything any different. But I'll discuss it with him later and see. But anyway, so he is getting me an appointment with a nutritionist to see what I could eat besides just carbs and sugary stuff on days that I can get food down, and then and also drink the meal replacements. And he's getting me an appointment over in Shreveport with the head GI doctor, so we can discuss those options again. And then we'll make some decisions and go from there, I guess. I do have to go back to the hospital tomorrow for an iron infusion because I'm anemic and I stay anemic. And so sometimes I have to go and get iron infusions. And if you've never had that, it's they just hook up like an IV and there's a little bag of iron. I mean, it's red. It looks like blood. And it just goes into you like an IV. And so they do that over a little period of time. And so usually you have to go and have get that when your iron is really low and you're anemic and your total iron count is low, your total body count is low. Usually have to go get that 2 or 3 times, and then it'll pick back up. I could already tell that my iron was low because one time, I guess not last summer, but the summer before, I had a long period of I was very bad anemic. And my tongue, of all things, was just raw as it could be. It was dry and raw, and everything burned my tongue. And so I was getting like that again, where everything I ate just kind of burns my tongue. So I was kind of already wondering, was I anemic again? And of course, because I stay borderline anemic, and then sometimes it drops down really low. But anyway, not the news that I wanted from the doctor's office today, but it's the news that I got, so it's the news I got to deal with. So, yeah, I already did my crying about it. So now, I just gotta make do with, make the best of it, which is gonna be hard, but that's what I gotta do. So I appreciate you guys watching. Come back tomorrow and I'll open ball 25. So I have a little gift over here from Terri also. that I'll open tomorrow whenever I open bag 25. And a gift from Terri. So come back tomorrow and check us out and see what color we add in after this blue. I'll see y'all soon.